Hey everyone, just wanted to make this quick video on a new update that we're pushed for Copilot CRM. This is going to be apart from our normal release notes. I just want to get this video out quick because it actually has to do with end of the month billing, and we are closing down on the end of the month. So yeah, I'll just walk you through what this new feature is, how to use it, how it behaves, and all that kind of stuff. So really quickly, who does this apply to? This applies to any company who's using Copilot that likes to bill monthly. And this is apart from using like the auto send invoices monthly. This is specifically if you like to review your invoices that you're sending to your customers before you send them out. And the issue we were trying to solve with this update is sometimes you don't send those invoices right away. Sometimes it takes a few days. Sometimes it takes a week to actually review all the invoices and send them out. However, if you're using the setting in Copilot to add visits to existing invoices for your customers and it takes you a while to send out those invoices, then what can happen is if you're billing monthly, the first week of visits, let's say, will be added onto last month's invoice, which will create kind of a headache going forward that you have to edit the invoices before you send them out. That's the issue we were trying to solve with this. So if that sounds like an issue you've ran into, then this video is definitely for you. Let me walk you through this new feature, how to set it up and how it behaves. So this feature is located under the settings icon in Copilot and under preferences and under the when closing and invoicing visits. So what the setting has done in the past is basically you can say every time I close a visit, I want it to create a new invoice for each visit. This setting here is every time I close a visit, I want it to add a new line to the invoice that already exists until it's sent. And now we have a third setting here, which is our new setting, which is add visit info to pending invoice for customer for the month of visit. So this basically acts like setting 2 here. However, it checks to make sure that the visit it's adding to the invoice matches the month date. So let me explain what I mean by that. But first, we're going to select this new setting here. Okay, so now we're going to go onto our schedule. And I'm just going to close a visit to generate an invoice in the month of July. So now that we have this new feature enabled, I'm going to complete this. And let me go to my invoices tab now. And as you can see, this generated an invoice. It's for July. The invoice date is in July. Okay, so now this should work exactly the same as in the past. Let's say I close another visit in July for the same customer. So I'm in July. This is the same customer here. I'm going to close this. And just like before, I'm going to go check the invoice and it should add another line item to the July invoice for this customer. As you can see, now there's 2 visits on there. Awesome. Okay, so let's say in a couple of days, it's going to be end of month for August. We want to generate a new invoice. So right now I'm recording this in July, so we're going to have to take an additional step just to show you how this works. However, I'm going to go into August now. And like I said, if you were doing this actually on August 1st, it would generate the invoice date as August. However, right now, at the time of recording this, it's July 30th. So I'm just going to edit the date for to show you how this feature works. But so now we have a new invoice because it was closed in August. And just to make sure this works properly, I'm going to go into this invoice and you wouldn't have to do this step. This is just because I'm recording it on July 30th. Well, let's say this was closed on August 6th and we're going to save this. Okay, so now with this new feature, even though this customer has 2 invoices open, one for July and one for August, now if I go to the schedule and close another visit in August for this customer, it won't add to the July invoice, it'll add to the August invoice. So close that visit, go to invoices, and now you can see on the August, the invoice with the date in August, there is now 2 line items. And this also works exactly like the last setting where it stops adding line items after you've sent the invoice. So if I go ahead and send this, via email and hit send. Now this invoice has been sent, and if I go to the schedule again and close another visit in August, it'll actually generate a new invoice because that one has already been sent to the customer. So now I should have 3 invoices. And there you go. So hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, this is specifically for companies who invoice monthly and like to review those invoices before sending them out, just to keep the visits for each month on the respective invoices. So only visits in July will go on the July invoice. Only visits in August will go on the August invoice. And all you have to do to enable this setting is, again, go to Settings, Preferences. When closing in the invoicing visits, select the third option here to keep it to the month of the visit. And now all you have to do is complete your jobs like normally. As long as the date falls on the month that you're invoicing for, it'll keep stacking visits in the correct month. So thank you so much for watching that quick feature highlight. I wanted to get this video out because we're 2 days away from August 1st. So if this applies to your company, make sure you go turn on that setting in the next couple of days so that you don't have to deal with an invoicing headache at the beginning of the month. And I really hope this improves your workflow and makes you enjoy Copilot just even that much more. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being a part of Copilot CRM.